What? Why? Why a podcast, bro? Why?
Take us back to freshman year, sophomore year of college, bro. We've been wanting to do the YouTube. That's what we
That was our
wanted to
first
start off.
thing, bro. Because the thing is, I remember. I don't know. Like, do you remember Mo from college?
Yeah, yeah.
Because he also wanted to start something like that as well too. Because we thought about doing like pranks. Because at that time, pranks were like at the peak, right? That every YouTuber out there were just like either they were faking pranks, and we thought they were real. Because we were just watching those pranks. We're like, dude, how? Because the reactions were so authentic and they were so real. And then once, like, what, I would say last like 3 4 years ago, that it came out that like half of these pranks were fake.
Oh, faked it all the time.
But hey, dude, they made their money. They made their money. They
mean,
fooled all of us. And the thing is, like, I'm not even mad about it. I'm not mad about it.
Because it was good. It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was entertaining. It was really entertaining for me at the end of the day. I didn't care if it was fake or not. I had a great laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I watched a prank, I had a great time, great laugh watching it. So it was kind of like my thing. I used to like watch a ton of pranks back in the day.
But let's take us back to freshman year of college, bro.
Bro, Jesus Christ. I think I would say personally, freshman year of college was hands down one of the best years of my entire life.
100%, bro.
Like the memories I feel like that I made, like the things that I've learned. I wouldn't say that I learned a lot of things, but I feel like I got out of my shell a lot.
Oh, yeah.
During that time.
Definitely, bro.
I was a very shy kid, bro, in high school. Very, very shy kid.
I feel like it changed everyone, you know? I feel like college, when you go and experience it, or that independence, you become your person rather than living in the household with your parents.
Oh, yeah, but especially like us being brown.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like the actual restrictions that your parents put on you all the time, right? Oh, you have a curfew, right? Like that, hey, after 8 o'clock, who are you hanging out with? Mom is like bugging your phone, like constantly.
They blowing up the phone.
Like, all the time. Because, like, dude, the thing is, I feel like in our culture, right, especially like brown parents, like I would say my family than anything, my mom automatically thought if I was out like after 9 o'clock, if I didn't answer her phone call, either I was dead or I was like doing like not even just like regular drugs. My mom thought I was like into heroin or like some other shit, bro. Like I don't even know. Like I don't even know. You know what I mean? My mom was just like, bro, even like growing up too, right? Growing up too, my parents didn't even allow us to go from one complex to another complex at all.
Oh yeah.
Like I was not allowed to go
every time I got home, right? You can be tired with red eyes. Automatically
weed.
Yeah, we're high, bro.
Bro, my mom would just like not even, you know what she would do? She just knew how to make me feel guilty about anything and everything, right? Like she would start crying. Dude, I remember.
Brown moms just crying, bro.
Honestly, I remember one day, I was hanging out with a couple of my really, really good friends, right? I used to hang out with them pretty much like every single day. And one of my friends, she was like, hey, you've been talking about getting your ears pierced. Why don't you go? And like, I'll take you. Because at that time, I didn't have my license. Yeah. I didn't have a license. I didn't have a car. So she's like, hey, why don't we go to the mall? And guess where I went? Claire's. Like, don't, like, one thing I would say, do not go to Claire's to get your ears pierced, right?
Yeah.
But she's like, hey, why don't we just go do that? Long story short, went to Claire's, got my ears pierced. Came home, swear to God, bro, my mom freaked the fuck out. Like, she started calling me, like, all sorts of names. She's like, you're a disgrace and all of that. But then it grew up, like, it just, like grew on her. Yeah. That I have earrings. You know what I mean? And then when I moved out, like, for college and stuff, and I felt like that was the first time in my life that I think that I got freedom, like actual freedom, that I didn't have to answer anybody.
Yeah,
that I was my own person.
Yeah, I think my earring story is worse, bro, because you remember those fake ones that every brown kid wore in high school?
Oh yeah, without having your ears pierced, right? Like those magnetic
ones. So I started off with that in high school, like senior year. I wanted to test it out, test the waters, see what I did. Come home with it. My dad flipped shit, fucking threw a shoe at me. Everything like that, bro. He flipped out. Went to college. I still had the fucking magnetic ones for a little bit. You know, still wanted to test the waters out. Got that shit pierced. My dad wouldn't talk to me for a straight month.
Really?
Go home. Every time I'd go home, I have to take out my earrings.
But did they ask you if they were real, or you just like actually hid from them that they were not real, or you just wanted to just test the waters out and see? I
wanted to test the waters out first, so they knew it wasn't real in the beginning.
So they knew already that. So why?
Because they just don't like it. That's it.
But if they knew that these are like not real, that your ears are actually not pierced, they're just magnetic
because they think that earrings go back into the gangs. They go back into
Homophobic stuff.
yeah, you're a disgrace, especially in a brown household. But when I got it done, my dad wouldn't talk to me for a month.
So when you actually got a piercing.
When I actually got a pierce in college.
Jesus. So you got it in college?
Yep.
Freshman year?
Got a freshman year in college.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
First semester, second semester?
First semester.
Where did you go?
Claire's.
Christown.
Christown. That was right by downtown, bro.
Of course, Christown, bro. For people who don't know what Christown is a very, very, very ghetto mall out here in like honestly one of the most ghettoest malls.
Yeah,
out there.
When I first went there, we just see somebody just being escorted out by police from JCPenney out of every store.
Oh my god, I remember JCPenney, bro. I think JCPenney in like some parts of town is good.
Mm-hmm.
But majority of the parts of the town is like it's like a ghetto store. Like it turned into a ghetto store, I would say. Like I wouldn't say like it was always a ghetto store, but it turned into a ghetto store.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Like every time you would go like to especially like a bad part of town, right? Nothing was ever like hung up on like hangers or anything. It was all over the place. People were stealing out of like JCPenney, bro.
The quality,
like $8 shirts, and people were stealing. I'm like, bro, like it's not even, man, bro. Like, okay, so like let's go back, bro. Like let's go back in time. Freshman year of college, bro. How do we meet? I have my story, and you have your own story, but my story is the actual legitimate story.
No,
the thing is, you always make it up.
I think my story is the same as yours. I think I was coming back from somewhere.
No, there you go. That's a whole like. You know what? Why don't you tell your story? Then I'm gonna tell my actual story, like how we met.
No, I know I met you in the 6th floor, the lounge area. That's where I met you, right?
Yeah, well, like you tell your story. As I said, like
yeah,
you tell
I
your
met
story,
you.
I'll tell you my story.
I don't know where I was. I think I was coming out of my dorm, or I was coming back from somewhere. Like I forgot that part. But I met you in that lounge area with Mo, and you were drunk, or he was drunk, one of the two, or high, one of the two, bro. But I'm telling
damn, exposing me like that
already. Jesus. Hey, fuck it, bro. But yeah, and then we kicked it off right away too. Came back to your dorm. We played 2K. Oh, we played Madden. We played Madden, the old Madden.
The old, like
old.
2013 Madden, like I think that because I had a PlayStation 3 at that time.
Yeah, we played that old Madden
because I didn't have the money, bro. I was like dead broke in college. Like when I like got to college, I had like,
bro.
Dude, I think I barely had like a couple $100 in my bank account when I actually went to school.
Yeah,
I didn't have any money because the thing is, I remember that I quit my job, couple months before I moved to school. Like I think couple months. I don't like remember the exact timeline, but I know it was a couple months before that I quit my job because I honestly didn't even know that if I wanted to go to school.
Yeah.
Honestly, after graduating high school, my brother already went to Tucson. He went to U of A. My sister was already in college. She was going to ASU. And then me being the dumbest in the family, I literally I procrastinated so much. Literally, I think I didn't even apply for school until July. And school started in like August. Really? I didn't even get a dorm until 2 days before so everyone already moved in. Well, you know what? I'll let you get back to the story, but I want to tell you like how we met. Yeah. Like how we met was, so this is my story, right? So me and Mo, I think this was like second, third, or fourth week of school. School just started. We just started hanging out and like started going to parties and stuff. And then this was our first party. I think it was me and Mo. We went to our first ever Tempe party. Excuse me, shit. Cut that bitch out, dude. Holy fuck.
The wine.
It's the wine, bro. 100%. So we
deserved it. We just had a fucking great ass
workout. And we destroyed this workout with our wine. But what I remember is me and Mo, we went to our first ever Tempe party. It was someone that we knew, his friends. Like he owned a house in Chandler. So this party was in Chandler. And Tempe and Chandler, like just to know, we didn't have a car. We didn't have a car. We didn't have any money. But one of my friends, his parents were rich, right? His parents were rich. So they gave him like their Uber account, whatever. He's like, yo, why don't we just Uber to Chandler? I'm like, and we were in downtown. We didn't even go from Tempe. My bad. We went from downtown. Long story short. So we were coming back. I think we got like really, really drunk. I think we were like super drunk. And so in our dorms, every floor had like a lounge, right? The
Yeah.
couches, TVs, and stuff
Mhm.
like that. People used to like plug in their PlayStations and like play
Watch TV
games
out
outside,
there, yeah.
watch like TV shows and games, whatever it was. And
Because the dorms are tiny as fuck. Like
dorms, bro. Oh my god, I got lucky. I got super lucky. That I didn't have a roommate for the majority of the year.
You got lucky.
I got super lucky.
Yep.
But me and Mo, we were like walking in to the lounge area, and we saw you just sitting there. And then me and Mo, we were like drunk. We were just drunk, right? We were goofy. Like we were just like super goofy. We were in a goofy ass mood, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, and what, bro? Literally, like, no offense, I don't even know if I ever told you this. Like, we're like, yo, who the fuck is this loser sitting at like 2 a.m. by himself in a fucking lounge, right? So you were just sitting. I think you were on your phone. You had your hoodie on. I remember. And me and Mo started talking, and we just like we kind of felt awkward. We're like, yo, we can't be like ourselves in front of you because we didn't know you, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I don't remember exactly what we said to you or how it started, but we started like having a conversation. We started like talking about the majors and stuff, whatever you're doing, and literally we kicked in. I'm like, bro, drunk, bro. When you're drunk, you're hungry. Like we were hungry.
Oh, we ordered Domino's, huh?
I remember, and then we had those M&G points. Remember those M&G fucking points, bro? Like
bro.
literally, how much did we get? Like I don't remember, like
$50 a semester.
I don't know, $200, $300, something like that. We used to go to that Asian place, either that Asian place that was downstairs, or Domino's. I think Domino's was our like go-to spot
at 3 a.m. Yeah,
3 a.m, because that Domino's was open
at that time. Late. It was 24/7.
Either 24/7 was open like very late. Mm-hmm. And we ordered that thing, and then remember that dude Henry? Oh my god, bro! Just literally followed us to my room. Like, bro, I don't know you like that. He almost
took your food,
bro. Honestly, he almost took my food too. I'm like, bro, and I ordered like 2 pizzas for us, and it was just like we were just playing Madden, bro, all night. And we just clicked. Literally, we just clicked, and then you like became part of like me and Mo's squad, pretty much, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then Jakey came, and then a couple other people.
And then I introduced you to Jakey.
You introduced me to Jakey. Exactly.
Jakey became part of the group.
You're right. You introduced me to Jakey. I remember that. Yeah, but that's how literally like that's okay. my version of the story, which is the most accurate version.
I don't remember at all like the beginning. I just remember we played Madden.
I remember, bro, like it was all night long. I don't think we even went to sleep.
We didn't sleep till like 4,
5, 6 in the morning. Bro, a lot of times in college, I feel like I used to only get like an hour or 2 hours of sleep maximum.
Oh yeah,
maximum. But half the time I didn't even go to classes. Honestly, because I would be like so drunk from the night.
Yeah, because I dragged your ass to class, bro.
Exactly, bro. Because the thing is, I used to drink so much. It got to the point. I don't think I had a problem with alcohol. I just like loved drinking alcohol. Bro, it got so bad to the point that we used to take those blue Powerade and Gatorade bottles. Me and Mo, right? So the thing is, we didn't like none of us. We were not 21.
No.
So we were not 21 years old. And then Mo had his uncle or grandpa. Every week he would take Mo to do grocery shopping because his mom would like send money from Puerto Rico to his grandpa. Or, like the grandpa would like pay. I don't exactly remember what the whole deal was. But every weekend, Mo's grandpa would take him for grocery shopping, and every time Mo was our supplier for alcohol. His grandpa would buy us alcohol, right? And then we got into this UV. Actually, the brand was called UV Blue.
Oh, yeah. Me and you drank that all the time.
Because the thing is, the bottle was actually blue, looked like exact color of like Powerade or Gatorade.
Yeah.
What we would do is either drink the Gatorade, the bottle of Gatorade, or dump the like actual fluid out of the Gatorade bottle, fill it up with UV bottle, take it to the class, literally, bro, in front of my professor. I'm like, hey, sir, how you doing, professor? You know, I'm like, drink it. It got to the point that it was just like, I don't think I had an issue. I don't think I've ever had issues with alcohol, drugs, or anything like that.
It was just fun.
And I was young, bro. I was just living life. But the thing is, I think that was the most popular I was too. Because I got into like throwing bangers, bro. Yeah. I got into parties. I was like one of the biggest connects out there. Yeah. Everybody, like, remember that app? What was it called? Yik Yak.
Yik Yak. Yep. The anonymous
like app, right? Yeah. Like Yik Yak, bro. I got into that, and everybody would just like hit me up. Twitter became a very big thing for parties.
Oh, back in college.
Because I remember, like, I connected with a lot of party promoters, and I would get like the addresses from them. Like, we would take the light rail, bro, from downtown Phoenix all the way to Tempe, and like half of the time I didn't even pay for the ticket.
No, I remember what we did. The fucking patrol came in. we'd fucking jump out and hop the
And
next
then hop to
one.
the next one, bro.
We just like run around and hop at the
Bro,
next
I
one.
remember that stuff, bro. But
Yeah,
I feel
bro.
like that was actually one of the best times of my life. College, bro.
Hands down.
College was actually freshman year, bro, because we all lived together. It was so close, and I feel like
we all lived together technically.
pretty much, dude, we were so close, like to each other, like literally 2 steps from each other.
like we'd be in the dorm. Like I wouldn't even wear shoes or anything. Like just walk into your dorm,
Literally,
chill
bro.
out, bro. Like it was so fucking close.
And the thing is, my dorm room became like the hangout spot for everybody.
Because it was freezing in there.
It was freezing in there. I had like those like cool ass lights too.
You were the first one to get the LEDs,
I
bro.
was the first one in the whole entire dorm,
Oh
bro.
my
I had
God,
those
that
like
was like
LED
a seizure,
lights.
bro.
Seizure. Bro, I remember my dorm room was so cold. I think I used to keep it at like
69?
no, bro, less than that. I think 59 to 60 degrees, like whatever the lowest temperature was.
Oh my God.
I always used to keep it.
It was freezing in there, bro.
It was always freezing, and I think like me being the way I was, I always had the open door policy with everybody. Certain people I did not want in my room.
Oh yeah.
And you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to like expose myself at this point. You know what I mean? But certain people I did not want in my room at all.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, you know what? Do not enter my room.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, bro. My door was never locked. Bro, half of the times I would come, like the days that I would actually go to class, half the time I would come back, I would see people just chilling in my room. Like literally, I'm like, dude.
What the fuck?
Honestly, I didn't even mind because half the time I would be drunk.
Yeah. Even when you come back from
class.
And
the thing is, I was always a happy kind of guy, and I was like, dude, I always liked people. Like I think that was my thing, and I feel like that's how I started liking a lot more people in freshman year of college too.
Just became a people person.
I became a people person.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people just came for me for advice too. And I'm like, bro, like I don't have that kind of life experience, but people just felt comfortable with me. Because I remember certain people in college would ask me about like really deep stuff.
Yeah.
Like really, really deep stuff, right? Like
Just
I don't want to get into it, but like it was really deep stuff that I didn't even think about it. Like I didn't even know that my brain can go that deep at that age. Especially because like when you're like not trying to like think about these kind of things, right? When you're just like trying to like live your best life kind of thing, partying, girls, this and that kind of thing, you know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. Like I felt like it was always a cool thing. It was always a cool thing. It was always like that, hey, anybody's welcome. Anybody and everybody can walk in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel safe. You know what I mean? Girls felt safe, bro. Like there was no thing. I never made anyone feel uncomfortable.
No,
ever.
That's the best part.
Like never ever that I made anyone feel uncomfortable. That's why I feel like that's why a lot of girls trusted me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like to come in my room and just chill, like or just talk about their boyfriend issues that they were having. I'm like, first, anybody who's listening is going to college. Personal advice. I wouldn't say like to anybody like, hey, do what you gotta do. Personal advice, don't be in a relationship.
Just have fun.
It's not even that, because the thing is 90% of the times you're gonna break up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Because there's so much distraction, bro. Not only the people around you, but the parties that you're gonna go to. Unless you're just like, hey, all you want to do is like focus on studies and stuff, then sure, it might work out for you. But I, knowing from my own experience and stuff, do not go into college.
Didn't you get one?
Huh?
Didn't you get one? Yeah,
I got into that, bro. That was
first experience.
That's what, bro. This is the thing. You know the story, bro.
I know the story.
I think we should keep that for a different time,
different day.
You know, like for a different episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that. That's a very deep story, bro. That is a very, very, very deep story that I don't want to get into in our first pod. You know what I mean?
Different day
for sure. But it didn't last too long, bro. It did not last.
We'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there. We'll leave everyone like just like curious. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't last. You know what I mean? So,
but yeah,
I don't know, bro. Like, but I feel like college was a great time.
I think it was amazing.
Dude, I've always had my weight issues since I was a kid. Growing up and when I was when I was born, my mom told me all these things, right? I was a very, very, very scrawny baby.
Okay.
Very scrawny baby, and I've been scrawny my entire life. Not my entire life. I'm sorry. Like, let me actually take that back. Scrawny, I think until I was like 7 or 8 years old. I got jaundice.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember. These are like what my memory is. I got jaundice. And I got jaundice when I was like 7, 8 years old. A lot of people, I don't know if people do get that at that age, but I got like very bad jaundice, right? And after my jaundice went away, I gained a lot of weight.
Yep.
I think going into like third, fourth, fifth grade, and sixth grade. Until sixth grade, I was very fat. From third grade, I think all the way to sixth grade, I was very overweight. I've always been a short dude. And
you can't change that.
I can't change that. But the thing is, like on short, like in my opinion, short dudes are like bulky or like big does not look good.
No.
Right? Short dudes with like either lean or just like, you know what I mean, like just not stick, I would say, but like just lean. Lean looks good on short people, right? Yeah. And after that, then I started getting like, I've always been into sports, so like I've always been very active.
Okay.
I've always been very, very active, but I've always had a love-hate relationship with food. Right? Especially like brown household, like everything is cooked in like oil,
That's
right?
one thing
like
I missed, though.
Like spices and all of that stuff, right? Everything is like oily, right? Bunch of spices, bunch of just carbs, bunch of carbs. Like every meal that you're eating is just carbs, right? Either rice, bread,
straight up,
anything. Like sugars, like, you know, sweets. Very, very big out there on these kind of things, right? So I always had a love-hate relationship with food, and then I started losing weight, literally out of nowhere. I never went to the gym in my entire life.
Okay.
Right? I never went to the gym, but I started losing weight for some reason. Perfect. And then I maintained my weight from sixth grade all the way to like sophomore year of high school, first semester-ish. I kept my weight off. I got a job at KFC. That was my first job, you know, and like, just to know, like I moved to the US like pretty much my sophomore year of high school, right? So my first job at KFC, fast food restaurant, right? I could eat anything? You're telling me I can eat fried chicken all the goddamn time without even like, for free? Dude, I started munching on it. And this KFC wasn't just KFC. So it was a KFC and Taco Bell combined together. So I had best of the both worlds.
So you had both.
I had best of the both worlds, bro. And like, especially like in the US, right? We have this concept, free soda, free refill. Not free soda, free refill. You buy like a Polar, right? Like Polar Pop. 80 cents like Circle K. Giant Polar Pop, bro. Like you can refill it as many times as possible. Sign me the fuck up, right? I'm like, and I'm constantly drinking on my shift soda, and then I'm eating fried chicken. Then I used to make these bomb quesadillas for myself. So I would take like Taco Bell's tortilla, right? I would take that tortilla. I would take 2 scoops of the Taco Bell chicken. Sometimes what I would do, so KFC also had like those popcorn chicken or tenders. Right? So I would either sometimes put the Taco Bell chicken or put the tenders in my tortilla. Freshman year came. First semester, still overweight. Bro, every night, drinking like 30 racks of beer with all the homies. Remember how much like we doing homework and we just like killing 30 racks of beer at night, bro? Like and like not even good beer. Like Bush. I think, was it like Bush something?
It was like the IPAs.
No, not even IPAs. What was the cheap shit, bro? It was like Bush's. Bush's, like I don't remember, like whatever the brand is, like the cheapest, like I think it was like $10, $12 for a 30 rack at that time. And killing that, but then gotta give a shout out to my old roommate, bro. Like he got me into fitness. Dude was like 6'7", 250-pound lean muscle, right?
Oh yeah, he was big.
And he pushed me, bro. Like honestly, like I'm very, very grateful for him because he pushed me. He's like, bro, do you want to live your life like this, or do you want to actually be in a good shape? Or do you want to change your lifestyle? I'm like, you know what, dude, it's not gonna hurt trying, right? And I was a heavy smoker. My entire since sophomore year of high school, heavy cigarette
that's when you got
smoker.
into smoking?
Heavy cigarette smoker. Like I was going through like 2 packs a day, bro. That was just like the start of my peak. And I remember like when I was smoking cigarettes, at one point it got to the level that I was like 4 packs a day. Literally 4 packs. Really? That's like about 80 cigarettes a day. You know, I'm sorry, Mom, if you're gonna hear this. You know, sorry, Dad. You know, but got to a very I was like, one thing I was very addicted to was tobacco. I still am. Nicotine now, not tobacco, but I'm like, well, cigarettes have nicotine too, but still addicted to nicotine.
I mean, it's still
and then after that, I kept my weight off until I'd say 2018, I believe. 2018, it's when I started getting my weight back.
I feel like 2019.
18, end of 2018, I believe. So I don't remember exact dates because I'm bad with dates. No, it was 2018 because I remember I went to Mexico. And that's when I started changing, seeing changes in my body and my eating habits and drinking came back again in my life. That I was drinking pretty heavy back in the day as well too, because I'm like started partying again, right? I never stopped partying, but I took a little break. I think from like because I started getting to my like started getting actual job after like you know what, because I dropped out of school. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta figure it out some way to make money because I am not good at going to school, right? And like school wasn't my thing, so I'm like, you know what? I need to make money.
You dropped out 2018?
2017 is when I dropped
Really?
out. Yeah.
Okay.
2016 or 2017. Either one. Like I don't remember.
Sophomore year, huh?
Sophomore year is when I dropped out. Yes.
Okay, so
I think first or second semester.
I think so.
No, it would be 17 because
Second
2016 is when we ended our first year of freshman year.
Yeah, that's true. So
Because
2017.
August 2015 is when we started our freshman year, and then
Yeah.
we ended it in May of 2016.
2016, yeah.
So 16, end of 16 or 17 is when I dropped out of school.
Yeah.
And then so I got a job in 2017, and so I took a little break. I was still partying, but I wasn't partying as much as I was partying back in college, right? And all of that stuff. And so that's when I started seeing changes in my body, and then I just kept it on, bro. I kept it on, got in a relationship, eating out, bro, 3-4 times a day. I would eat once breakfast outside, at work lunch outside, got home, ordering food, Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever it was at that time, right? Like every single day, bro, until 2022 is when. So I was on and off from gym. I never lost weight, but I wasn't also consistent in the gym either. Yeah. Right? Like I just maybe I would go like once in a blue moon. I always had a membership, but I never went. Kind of thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, oh, that I didn't have a membership. And I was all like, dude, my issue was with the gym. I'm like, oh, I'll just go tomorrow. Right? I always had that excuse that I'm tired. That's
everybody's problem.
Yeah, but I feel like my excuse was I'm tired. And although I wasn't tired, yeah, I was tired, of course. Dude, I worked like 8-hour, 9-hour, 10-hour like shift.
Yeah.
On my feet. You know what I mean? Standing all day long kind of thing, you know, like doing my thing. But it got to a point, bro, that I saw a video of me and my daughter playing one day, and I was shirtless. And I'm like, dude, I was just playing in my living room. I was so out of breath. First, I looked hideous, right? Because like I played back that video. I looked hideous. But the thing that scared the crap out of me was how much I was out of breath. And dude, and I wasn't even running like from here to there. It wasn't like that I was taking like long walks or anything. Or like running, dude, maybe 2 feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm so out of breath. And then just give me like perspective that, yo, I gotta change. And bro, one day, like I was just literally on YouTube. I was literally on YouTube, and I saw this video, Dr. something. Dude, I always forget his name.
Dr. Phil?
No, not Dr. Phil. There was like this another doctor, dude. Shout out to him, man. Like he changed my life for the best. And I'm like, I think it was a sign that, yo, you gotta change. Dude, literally I was eating, right? And I saw this video. I'm like, you know what? And it says intermittent fasting on it. I'm like, dude, I've tried everything. I've never seen any results. Let me see what this video is all about. And literally, I was going to watch some YouTube video, right? Every time I eat, I always watch something. Like, I cannot eat in silence. My thing is, if someone is with me, I got to talk to them, or
TV or
something. I got to watch something while I'm eating, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, might as well. Give it a shot, right? Started listening. And I think my biggest thing was, too, I always used to set really massive goals for myself, right? That I'm like, hey, if I don't lose 20 pounds, for example, in 30 days, then I won't go to the gym, kind of thing, right? And I always had these massive plans. But I don't know, dude. I don't know what clicked in me or whatever happened to me. I'm like, you know what? Okay. I've tried everything possible. I can't seem to lose weight. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set myself a very short goal. I'm going to try intermittent fasting for 7 days. Literally just 7 days. If I see some changes, I'll keep up with it. If not, I have nothing else to lose. I'm already fat. I'm already overweight, right? I got nothing else to lose, right? Like what's the worst gonna happen? I'm gonna look the same way that I'm looking right now, right? Dude, literally, first day I weighed myself. I think I was like 235 pounds at that time. I started weighing myself every single day. Every time I would go to the gym, I would weigh myself every single day. Dude, literally the next day, 1.5 pounds down. I'm like, shit, what the fuck? You know, I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, like, bro, it just motivated me. I'm like, all right, cool.
Seeing
I'm
the
like,
results.
yeah. I'm like, all right, the next day, 3 pounds down. Literally 2 days, I was like 3 or 4 pounds down. I'm like, what the? Yeah, right? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
third day. In 7 days, I think I lost 10 to 12 pounds. Literally in 7 days.
Yeah.
Mine was extreme too, though, because I was only eating one meal a day.
Yeah.
And like, holy crap, this is working.
Yeah.
Right? I actually had a bet with my brother. Right? My brother's like, dude, you're not going to be able to do this. He's like, oh, I'll give you like a week, you'll quit. And I think that also fueled me that, hey, I gotta prove it. And I like at that point, I usually do things for my own self, but I think at that time I had another fuel that was like, all right, dude, I gotta prove myself and other people wrong as well, too, right?
Yeah.
And dude, since then, I haven't stopped intermittent fasting. Do I still do it? I would say 90% of the times I still do intermittent fasting, but 10% of the time I cheat, right? Sometimes, like last night, dude, I got so hungry I made like 2 ramen, like cup of noodles,
Yeah.
2 of them.
You know,
a lot of sodium, but I'm like, I don't care. Because sometimes you gotta indulge too.
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta indulge because you also want to find a balance as well, right? I feel like a healthy lifestyle, I still eat junk food, not all the time. Maybe I'd say like once every 2 weeks, right? Maybe like sometimes I go like maybe once a month. You know what I mean? Because the thing is automatic cravings are gone.
Yeah.
I don't crave McDonald's. I don't crave pizza anymore. Some of those days, yes, I do. And then when I crave it, I order it because I know that, hey, if I get, and then I don't weigh myself for the next 2 days because I know, and it's mental. I think losing weight is also very mental as well.
It's traumatic.
It's
when,
traumatic.
When you gain it and then you gotta work
yeah, the thing is because like, dude,
it.
every single day is I think still to this day, right? It's in the back of my head. It's still in the back of my head, dude. If I eat this, right? If I eat a whole pizza or like maybe McDonald's, right? And I go weigh myself, I'm like, dude, I just gained 6 pounds. But it's not the food. It's the water weight.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, you next day you go step in, like, yeah, you might gain, like, dude, you have to have 5,000 calories to gain 1 pound of fat.
1 pound of fat.
Yeah. Right? Like, you are a trainer.
And
you can
proven.
attest, like, you can like attest to this,
yeah,
right?
It's proven.
And dude, once in a while you're okay to indulge. Don't harm yourself constantly, just like, no, like, no, you can't have this, you can't have it. But if you're eating this shit every single day, of course not, you're not gonna see results. Like, I started treating myself that, hey, what did I do to deserve this meal kind of thing. I had that mindset, right? And before it was just like, eat. Like, oh, dude, you just had a hard day. Yeah, let's eat this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people have very unhealthy relationship with food, which I was one of them too. And I have a very healthy relationship with food. And I think that's how I've maintained it for over 1.5 years now. At this point, that I've maintained my weight and almost 100 pounds down.
Congrats.
Thanks, man. Like, you know,
no,
like,
I've known
dude,
you
like
8 years.
The thing is that a lot of
put in the work.
Yeah, bro. The thing is, a lot of times you don't even notice that yourself. No. You don't notice it until other people tell you.
And then you feel good about it.
Exactly,
you know?
dude.
Because you know you're putting in the work.
Dude, I look back at my photos, and I'm like, holy cow, who is this? Dude, half of the time when I show people pictures of myself, right? If someone I'm meeting new, right? If someone's like, oh, dude, you look decent, or like you're like thin, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, I used to be fat. They don't believe me. They're like, yeah, dude, you're capping, right? I'm like, bro, there you go. They're like, dude, I look like a completely different person. And like, it's not, I'm not even joking. I literally look like a complete different person.
And you do, yeah. I mean, when you gain all that weight and then lose it suddenly, it just shifts.
Of course, bro. Of course. Tell me about your weight loss, bro. I feel like I'm talking here the most.
I know, right? But
bro, you know, I'm a talker.
I do.
I'm a talker, bro.
But yeah, I mean, I was good. I mean, I was overweight. I feel a little bit high school, like senior year when I graduated, and then I was still a little bit like I was pushing like what? I'm 5'7". So a good weight for me is what, 160.
160.
I was pushing close to like 175, something like that. So not terrible, you know what I mean? When I went to freshman year, and when I say freshman year, if the freshman 15 is real, oh, by all means it's real. You remember that fucking dining hall? Bro, we would eat there. I had the unlimited plan. Oh my god.
Me too. I had the unlimited plan. Bro, you know the funny thing is, my second semester, it went reverse for me. I lost more weight in college than anything.
Really?
Because first semester I was eating pizzas, burgers, and everything until Brandon pushed
And
me,
then we
right?
pushed it.
And
Yeah.
then he's like, dude, I was literally having grilled breast and then like spinach with like
Mhm.
salad or something like that. It was great.
Yeah, I mean that freshman 15 first semester, that kicked something. Like I just gained like close to 200 pounds, 195. Like, and I'm a short dude. Like I'm 5'7", and that, I mean, like you were saying,
Damn! I'm
yeah.
serious.
I mean, like you were saying, short people when you put on the weight, like you can tell,
Oh yeah, bro.
face, body, arms, legs, everything. Like you can tell. And then
yeah.
I think I was still going on second semester, still having the weight, but we were hitting the gym because I was hitting the gym with you and Brandon.
Yeah.
Like we play basketball, we do some good stuff, and I feel like close to end of um the second semester freshman year, I started seeing some results, started losing a little more, started getting into fitness a little more too, like actually working out and stuff like that. And I feel like sophomore year is when I lost all my weight. And sophomore year was, that was a good year. That was like I was skinny. I was pushing 165 again. Like I was back to normal with it, and then like we were still going out, but we weren't going out as much
Yeah.
because I lived in an apartment now at that time.
Yeah.
So
You
we weren't
did.
close together. So it's inconvenient for you to drive all the way to me,
Oh,
or
yeah.
like vice versa. And I didn't have a car. You didn't have a car either to like later
No, I
on.
did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. No, not in Ropo. When you were in Ropo, I didn't have a car.
Yeah,
You're right.
exactly.
You're
So
right.
sophomore year I was in
You're right.
Ropo.
You're right.
So yeah, it was inconvenient. It was hard to like party and stuff like that. So we weren't. I wasn't drinking as much too. So that was a good time. And I feel like when you get like, I'm not no hate to relationships or anything, but I feel like every like when you get into a relationship, you just like to go out, dates, go out to eat, order food,
And
pizzas.
in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with
There's
it.
nothing wrong with it,
But I think a lot of people don't find a healthy balance. At least I didn't.
I didn't either.
When I was in a
No.
relationship, I never found a healthy balance.
Yeah,
Never
no. So now it's like, we're going out to eat, we're doing this stuff. I was drinking a little more too, because when you get in the relationship, you start drinking, and there were ropo parties, and there was a
Yeah.
couple here and there, but I feel like we were drinking a little more, and put on that weight back. And this was going. I'll be honest, this was going 3 years into it, and I started personal training at LA Fitness. Shout out! That's how I started my personal training journey.
Hey, plug your fitness thing.
Yeah, we will. But that's how I started personal training. But I'll be honest, that I wasn't practicing what I was preaching when I started. You know how personal trainers are, preaching about these healthy diets and working out consistently, and consistency is key. But I'll be honest with you, like I'm gonna expose myself. It's like I wasn't working out. I wasn't. I just would work, you know, preach a bunch of stuff to clients, just to get them to like me and stuff like that. And then I go home and probably eat like go get in and out something for us,
Yeah.
something like that, or pizza, or
Bro,
stuff like
adult
that.
money is the worst money ever.
Yeah,
Because the thing, especially when you're losing weight, when you're a child, your parents can control it. But when you have your own money, you're like, dude, I can get whatever I want. You know what I mean?
when
I
you
think
got the
that's
big boy money, like
boy money,
you want to spend
It's
it.
not even about the big boy money. It's about just like you, like, hey, I'm craving this, I'm gonna go buy it, kind of thing.
Exactly,
And
like you have that access.
and that kills your fitness journey as well.
Oh yeah,
too,
100%. But you just gotta get in that mindset, If like I can go spend $20 on a pizza, or I can go spend $20 at the grocery store, and buy the healthy stuff. But I feel like that was going on all the way to like what? I think my weight loss started when you started too. I feel like that's what happened too. I was grinding, I was working what like and
Bro, I
this, I was
remember,
working,
dude, you were working
60,
quite a lot.
60, 70 hours a week with
Quite a
two
lot, bro.
jobs, and still had time for the gym 7 days a week. Like,
Oh yeah, bro.
yeah. So I was just trying to better it, killing in the gym, and that's when I started seeing more results. Like, um, when I started taking that gym more seriously, is when I started seeing the weight drop, the muscle gain, and that's when I started getting into more supplements. Experimenting a little bit with this.
As you brought up supplements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you on anything? Are you natty or are you on anything?
100% natty, bro.
That's what I like to hear,
100%.
buddy. That's what I like to hear, my
You
boy.
already know. Only supplements I take are the natural ones, creatine and L-glutamine. That's what I take right now.
And TRT.
I told you, natty, bro.
And I just had to confirm, bud. I just had to
I
confirm.
know, but yeah, I mean, it feels good. I mean, it feels really good to better myself, see the results, you know. And I'll be honest, when you lose the weight, and you can tell me this if this is true for you too, but going from fat or like overweight to skinny or muscular or just fit overall, your confidence boosts.
Oh, dude, 100%. The thing is, for me personally, I've never had a confidence issue ever. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been a very, like, I would say, like, fairly confident
But you
guy.
just feel a different
You
type
know,
of way.
I just do, bro. The thing is, I, I would say confidence for me was I fit a lot better in the clothes that I really want to wear.
Yeah.
Dude, I was wearing like 3XL shirts.
I
'Cause
know
I
you
don't want
gave me one.
dude, I remember, like, because the thing is, like, at the end of the day, I didn't want everyone to see how fat I actually was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I couldn't wear fitted clothing, right? I couldn't wear skinny jeans. I love skinny jeans, bro. I love wearing skinny jeans, but I couldn't. Dude,
Mhm.
my jeans were like like just bad looking, bro. It just didn't fit well, and I couldn't find anything until I got it tailored, right? Like if I didn't get anything tailored, it just looked awful on me because I couldn't find a perfect size that fit my body size at that point.
Yeah.
Now literally I can just go to the shelf and pick
Mhm.
something out that fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Right? I always had that issue of like finding the right size for myself kind of thing, right? I was always in the middle that of either like a 2X or a 3X kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'll wear a medium or a small. Right? Either
Mhm.
small fits great sometimes or like a medium fits perfectly on my body as well. Sometimes medium is too big on me too. Right? So
Once in a
like
while, yeah.
because a lot of times like different brands have like different sizing, whatever it is. You
Exactly.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, dude, that's great, man. Like looking at you, bro. Like honestly, like we train quite a bit. You know what I
We
mean?
train a lot still, though.
Like we train like pretty much a lot still. You know what I mean? But we do have that. I want to say luxury of like not training every single day, but we are in the habit of doing it. Right? Like for
Yeah.
me personally, bro. Like if I don't work out one day, it's not like that. Oh, I'm so addicted to the gym,
Mhm.
right? It's not like that. I'm not gonna sound like all like, oh my, I'm such a gym bro kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
But for me, it's just like a way of just like whatever I went through that day kind of thing, right? I can just take it out of the gym. Put my headphones on, listen to some Drake, listen to some Travis Scott, listen to some like Kendrick, J. Cole, whatever like I'm feeling that day, right? And I don't have to talk to anybody. I just got my music on. I'm doing my cardio lifting weights, just in my zone kind of thing. That 45 minutes to like hour and a half, however long I'm at the gym, I feel amazing. I might not be the biggest dude out there. I might not be the strongest dude, but I love going to the gym.
Oh yeah.
Not just because like and I don't even go to the gym like now for results. I go to the gym just to like ease out
It's a
or
good
chill out.
vibe. It's a good
Exactly.
vibe. But I that actually brings something up. Like I saw something on Instagram that really caught my eye. And this can relate to both of us. Really, because it's like we go to the gym a lot, 7 days a week, sometimes for me, 6 days for you. Um, but I saw this on Instagram and it was really interesting. It's like you made it when you have to force yourself to take a rest day compared to force yourself to go into the
Oh
gym.
yeah, bro, 100%.
And that's not how you know you made it to a good lifestyle
Oh
because
yeah.
now you have to force yourself to take a rest day because you just want to go to the gym, not
Oh
even
yeah.
for results or anything. It's just you got that habit to
And
go.
it's your routine. It's part of your routine. It's
Exactly.
literally part of your routine. You're just like, hey, you know what? Everybody has a schedule somewhere, right? Like we
Mhm.
work 9 to 5, 8 to 6, whatever. Like everybody's schedule could be, right? Because we have a schedule that we have to work for to make money,
Yeah.
right? And why not incorporate that kind of lifestyle into your fitness, health, or
Yep.
anything? It doesn't even have to be health or fitness, right?
Mhm.
Anything that you are just like good at or you like doing. Could be painting.
Yep.
Could be like, hey, I like making perfumes, for example. Like I'm into like making candles. It could be anything.
Mhm.
Vice versa. It could be anything. Like billion other, like 1,000 billion things out there that you can do, right? Whatever it is, just kind of make it a habit. Like enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? I personally enjoy going to the gym. I don't like some days, don't get me wrong, I dread going to the gym too. Like there are days that I'm like, dude, I am so tired. Like today, right? Like I have a messed up shoulder right now. I'm like, dude, oh my God, I don't want to go to the
But
gym.
we still went.
But we still went, right? We still went. We're like, hey, and we had a great workout.
Once you get in there and you start that,
The thing, I think for a lot of people, and it's so cliche, right? But I swear to God, when you go in, you will work out. The hardest part for a lot of people is getting off their couch, getting into their car, and going to the gym. I think if you can do that, if you can accomplish getting off your couch, bed, anything it could be, right? And getting to the gym, I promise you, you will work out. It could be even for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You will feel accomplished.
And that's one of the things like a lot of people don't get, and that's why they want to make it a habit, but they can't, is because people think that you're gonna see results. And coming as a professional personal trainer, running my own business and everything, people think that you're gonna see results in a week.
In one day, bro.
People think you're gonna see results in the 2 weeks, and that's one of the biggest barriers. And that's what I tell a lot of my clients is taking it step by step. Was keep it consistent, work hard for it. Keep a clean diet. Don't think if you're clean 1 week with the diet and the working out that you can indulge the next week. Keep it consistent. Earn that cheat meal like you were saying before. You got to earn it. And that's when you're gonna start seeing results. But a lot of people don't want to wait. They want it instant.
Bro, that was me. Literally, that was me. I'm like, I would step on the scale like before when I like lost all my weight, right?
Mhm.
And I would not see the weight change. I'm like, dude, I just did 30 minutes of cardio, nothing changed. And I'm like, you know what? All right, nothing's gonna change. But the thing is, it's all the mindset that you have to change. Like, dude, you didn't get fat in one night either. You didn't get overweight. It took you time to get to that level as well.
Exactly.
So if it's gonna take you a long time to get to obesity or overweight, it's gonna take you time to lose that as well. Nothing comes overnight, right? Like you don't become a millionaire until you're very lucky or like you win a lottery. Nothing comes overnight. Everybody, look at all the millionaires and billionaires out there. No one got an overnight success.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, sure, right? Some people just actually, but it's not an overnight success. Nothing ever happens overnight, right? Mm-hmm. Rarely, everything happens for some people, it's quicker than other people, but still, it takes time. It's gonna take time for anything and everything. Like for us, dude, we were just talking about this, right? Like how we started the pod, like that. Hey, we've been talking about doing this thing since freshman year of college. This is what we're in 2023. This is 2015, dog. 8 years later, we are first starting like our YouTube journey right now. You know what I mean?
We were starting something.
Yeah. It took us 8 years. Some people some other people might have done it 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Like maybe they started the next day. For us, it took us 8 years to do it, but we did it.
We started
it, right? Like we started it, and we're not doing this for money. We're not doing this for fame.
No, we just like to talk.
We just like to talk. We like to bore people. We but no, dude, that's such a great journey for both of us. Honestly, I'm very, very proud of us. You know what I mean? From where we were and where we are now today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very proud of us, especially in our health and wellness kind of thing.
But we worked hard.
We worked hard. Absolutely, bro.
We had so much, so much going on where it's this year I feel like this year was a big year for both of us. We both started our own businesses. We're grinding. We want to be entrepreneurs. I feel like this year was a year to start it.
Honestly, for me, it was a lot. I was scared, dude, for a lot of things.
Oh yeah, I was terrified.
Always been terrified, especially since I've had a kid. It's always been every step has to be very, very calculated. At least for me, you know what I mean? I can't speak for any other people out there, any other fathers out there, especially being a single father. It's every single little thing that I do. Every little thing. It has to be from just, I don't know. I don't even how to explain this properly.
I feel like your situation is a little different than mine because yours has to be calculated.
I have to be very calculated about everything, bro.
You can't drop a lot of money on certain products, or you can't drop a lot of money on anything because you still need to take care of her.
Yeah, I have to, bro. The thing is, for me, and I don't know, it's kind of controversial to say this, but the thing is, for me at least, my life is surrounded by my daughter, right? My life revolves around my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I do is for my daughter, right? Anything that I buy, I make sure that it's I need it, not that I want it, right? I still, don't get me wrong, I still spend on things that I want, but rarely, right? Because I always in the back of my head, I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna drop 600, 700, 800, whatever the dollar amount is, right? I can buy this and this for my daughter instead, right? So I try to tend to spend way less money myself. And for a lot of people, they might think that, hey, that's such a negative way of looking at life. But that's how I choose to spend my money kind of thing, that I'm like, hey, you know what? I think that this money can go towards for a better cause for my daughter, like later
Yeah.
down the line for her, anything kind of thing, right? But yeah, dude, like for me, but like yeah, getting into the single fatherhood lifestyle, like we're just like on that topic.
How was that? I
Like
mean, were you scared or ready for
terrified,
it?
bro. I was terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I was terrified, bro. Because like when me and her mom split, she was very young. Like my daughter was very young, right? Like I still used to take care of her because I always work remote or like hybrid models kind of thing
Yeah.
from work, and so I kind of got used to taking care of her. But like never like I knew that hey, after a certain time, her mom's gonna be home and she's gonna take care of her, right?
Yeah.
So like now
You
all
have
day
her.
long,
You
bro.
have
Like
her.
all day long, I have to figure out like, hey, if I have to go to the gym, I gotta figure it out. Where am I gonna drop her? Then, like, thank God that my gym has a daycare, right? That I drop her off and I go to the gym now and stuff. But there was a lot of things I was terrified, bro. Terrified. I didn't show it. Nobody saw it. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
saw this terrified side, dude. I was shitting bricks. I was scared to death. Like I'm like, dude, I'm not even exaggerating right now. I was like, very, very terrified. Very
Hey, but
terrified.
you're doing good, bro.
Bro, I
Cheers to
appreciate it,
that.
man.
Cheers to
Thank you.
that.
Yeah, cheers to single fatherhood. you know, bro. But I love being a dad. Honestly, I love being a dad. My daughter drives me crazy. Don't get me wrong. Some days are like days I'm like, oh, I just want to pull my hair out. You know what I
Yep.
mean? But dude, I love being a dad. I think one of the best things in life for me personally is just being a dad. Dude, just like the way that she smiles at me, the new things that she does, like just watching her grow in front of my eyes, most beautiful thing in the world.
I feel like she's a sense of calmness.
Oh, absolutely.
Like she just, even if you're having the worst day
Oh my
ever,
God.
you just
Getting
come
a
home.
hug. But the thing is, the funny thing is, like how dogs are, right? Like I'm not comparing my daughter to a dog. You know what I mean? But like a lot of people, for them, it's they're animals,
Yeah.
right? Like if you have a bad day, you come home, you hug your puppy or your dog or your cat, whatever, right? It's
Yeah.
like just sense of calmness,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's just like getting that hug from your kid, right? Like just seeing that smile on her face makes it, bro. Like makes it so much more worth everything that I do in life.
Yep.
It's amazing, bro. It's literally amazing. But yeah, like to coming back to that point, terrified, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm still scared. Like you know what I mean? Like don't get me wrong. Like every day is a new challenge.
Because anything can
But
happen, pretty much.
it, dude, it becomes it gets so easy with time.
Mm-hmm.
It gets so easy with time. The first month was the most terrible and like most I was so scared of being a single father. But after that, bro, it became so easy. It's still like some days I'm like, I don't wish that I had a partner or anything. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I love being single. You know what I mean? I love being single. Like, let's not like get away from that part, right? But some days I'm like, you know what? I wish I had some more help, kind of thing, right? I wish I had like someone that I can rely on with my daughter, right?
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
mean,
thing.
you
But
have family here, though.
dude, right now, no, just
No?
my brother.
Yeah.
Like literally, just like all I have is my brother right now, right? And then, but like just you know what? Like forget about all of that. But I
Yeah.
just love being a dad, man. Being a dad is like so much gratitude. It keeps you humble.
That's great. And
It
I
keeps you
love I
like,
love seeing her,
dude,
whenever I come here. She makes, even if I'm having the worst day ever, she makes it all better. She just like
she's such a
whenever she gives you the
lovely
hug,
kid, man.
oh
She's such
man.
a lovely, joyful kid.
Like that hug means everything.
Bro, like the kids that I'm around or anything, they're always crying. My kid is like always just being crazy. Like she's like on crack, dude. Like I don't know, like what I put in her food, and I know I don't put any crack in her food. You know what I mean, personally, but
Jumping off
oh
walls and
my
couch. Oh
God,
my
she
god.
the amount of energy this girl has is nuts, bro.
And I come pretty late and she's still jumping off the couch and the
Dude,
table.
and that keeps the dude. And you know what the funny thing is when I don't have her when she's with her mom, dude, my house is like literally feels like a ghost town.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I have my kid, either the TV is running, or she's screaming, or she's yelling, laughing, playing with her toys, making
Mm-hmm.
me go nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when she's not, dude, I feel like I missed her presence so much. I can't sleep good without her, bro. We were just having this conversation in the
That's what I
car.
was gonna ask you.
You know, like,
I was gonna ask you about that sleeping with her
dude,
or
it's like
when she's not
honestly,
here.
like I cannot sleep without her properly. Like I can't. I don't know if it's just a schedule thing that I have to like go to sleep with her kind of thing. You know, I don't have to go to sleep with her, but it's just like it
It
keeps
happens.
me in check as well, right? That hey, if she's going to bed at 10:30, I'm gonna go to bed at 10:30 too, because like she's gonna wake up early, and then excuse me, I don't want to be tired,
It
right?
could also be like that presence of her, just there too.
Bro, it's just like it's calming, man.
Yeah.
It's calming. Like it's amazing, bro. Like it's amazing. Like if anybody, people always ask me that question, like randomly, right? Anyone will randomly just ask me that question. Were you ready to have kids?
Hmm.
No. I don't think like personally what I think is like there's not a single perfect time to have a child,
Yeah.
right? You could be like yeah, you could be like I would say have a child when you're financially there, kind of thing, right? I wasn't financially there when I had my child, but
You
I made
got
it
there.
decent. I got there.
You
You know what
got
I mean?
there.
And I like shout out to my daughter, man. She changed my life. She literally changed my life for the better.
And I feel like anyone having kid or their first kid especially is gonna be scared no matter what.
Oh,
Even if
absolutely.
you're financially there, even if you're
Bro,
got a
I never
house.
even held a kid before I held my own child. I've
Exactly.
never like held a baby in my time. I've never changed a diaper in my life.
I feel like
taking
anyone.
back when she was born, right? So my her mom, she had a C-section,
Hmm.
right? Dude, I've never changed a diaper in my entire life, right? And I had to take care of two people at this point: a newborn baby and her mom. You know what I mean? Because she
Yeah.
couldn't walk. She was just like she had the worst
It's
reaction.
surgery, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a surgery and everything. Like shout out to her mom as well. You know what I mean? Like she was very very strong
Going through that.
for a child. You know what I mean? She went through it, bro. Like definitely went through that thing.
Yeah.
And but yeah, like yeah, you're right though. You're absolutely correct, bro. Like having your first child or like just your first kid in general is very scary because you don't know what comes with it. No one prepares you for that kind of world, right? Like
Nope.
no one does.
And it doesn't matter if you're financially stable or you got a house because you had her when you still had an apartment.
Yeah.
So you didn't get your first house till like a year later or
Uh,
like a few months later, right?
few months later. Few months later.
Yeah, so it's like, you definitely didn't have a house or anything ready, but even if you do and it's your first kid, you're still gonna be scared no matter
Yeah,
what.
bro. But like honestly, like my life went on a grind mode. The day that I had my child, dude, I don't cry. My thing is like not saying, hey, it's not nothing feminine about crying, you know, because like sometimes you gotta let your emotions out,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I don't cry. I'm a
Hmm.
very heartless person. The first time I cried in years, but when I held my child,
Yeah.
bro, it was just like, and she didn't even say anything. Like it's just like it's not like that she said something to me that it was cute or anything like that.
She was just there.
Bro, I just held her in a sense of that I created this thing. This
Hmm.
is mine. This is the life that I have to take care of for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And just like the sense of like that responsibility, bro, my life changed like this. Like 360, bro. 360.
And I
My
feel like you
priorities
have
changed.
to.
My
Being
priorities
young
changed,
too.
bro. Being young, I was very young when I had my child. You know what I mean? I was very, very young. You know what I mean? Like and being scared, bro. Especially like in the whole Brown household, the story and everything. I don't want to get
Oh
into
yeah,
that, but
telling
yeah,
parents
like
and
all that. I don't want to
a
get
lot of
into that, but
stuff, but your parents love her no matter what now.
oh my god, she's spoiled.
Probably took a little convincing, right? And when
Honestly,
you
no.
no?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, no. Because
Okay,
the thing is, I was
good.
already moved out. I already had my life
Yeah.
started. You know what I mean? Were they happy about it? No, absolutely not. They weren't happy about it, right? But like they just came around it. They understood that hey, this is what it is. And shout out to my parents, man. Shout out to my parents. They have loved my kid so much. My mom was such a help, bro. When I started
Oh,
like going
great.
hybrid schedule, my mom was such a dude. My mom would call me the day that I would not drop her off.
Hmm.
Right? My mom was like, "Hey, do you want to just drop her off?" You know what I mean? I'm
Oh,
like,
that's adorable.
dude, my mom and my
Oh
dad, they
man.
both love her so much. My whole entire family, because like she's the only child in our family, in our close family. Like my sister, me, my brother. I'm the only one that has a kid. Everybody adores my kid, man.
And I feel
Everybody.
like that support, especially coming from a brown household too,
Oh
like we
yeah.
know we know how hard our parents can be. I feel like that support just means everything.
Nah, man. Like I'm so grateful for my parents as well. Like the way they supported the whole situation
Yeah,
and like literally just like been like dude, they've been a very very helpful resource.
I
You
felt
know
that.
what I mean? Like
That's good.
like I feel like I got closer to my parents
Good.
when I had my child. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like I've never had a good relationship in particular with my parents, but having a child kind of like changes your perspective, right? That
Yeah.
hey, how I treated my parents, I don't want my daughter to treat me that way, kind of thing, right? So it kind of like
Exactly.
brings like a
Yeah.
lot of more perspective, and the older you get as well, right? You start realizing that hey, shouldn't have done what I did in the past and all
Yeah.
that crazy things, but
And
but
you
yeah,
just
like
you just realize like all the things you hated about what your parents did, they did it for your benefit, you know. And I feel like that's just gonna come as with age.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
You know, when
even
you get older,
and then I feel like I'm gonna be a very strict dad, especially being a girl dad.
oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean? I'm already very old. I'm overly protective over my child, right? Like even if she falls like on a carpet, I get freaked out.
yeah.
I'm like, come here, you know.
Oh, just
Just
wait till she's
like,
in high school, bro.
oh, dude, she
Oh
she has
man,
me wrapped around her finger, bro. She literally has me wrapped around her finger, bro. Like, and I'm just like, I don't mind it. You know
you
what I
just
mean?
gotta
That's
wait
my
till she's in high school, bro.
dude.
I'm
Don't
being an
don't
uncle
remind
too
me,
for her.
dude.
Oh man, I think we're both gonna be overprotective.
I
On
feel like
that.
I'm gonna go and end up in jail. I think I'm gonna end up in jail, bro.
You ever
Like,
seen that movie, Den of Thieves?
no, I've never. No,
Oh, you
no.
check it out, bro. There's 50 cents in it.
50 Cent in it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I think I've seen clips on TikTok.
Oh man,
I've seen
when,
like
when
that.
his, yeah.
That his daughter brings this man.
Yeah,
and then
when his daughter
the man
brings the
takes
man
them like
in the
50 Cent
garage.
takes them to the garage.
With
And there's
a bunch of like people, bro, big ass dude. That
Yes, I
boy's
see
shitting
that
his
clip.
pants,
Oh,
bro. Oh, I
pants,
thought that's
bro.
gonna be us, though.
That's gonna be us, bro. Like she's very overly protected. You know, I'm just like, and I'm just like very grateful.
She
like,
just has
the
a good
people.
group of people around her.
Dude, that's the thing, and I think that's the one of the biggest things that I have good people around her.
Yep.
You know, I don't like. For me personally, I don't post pictures of my kid all the time on like
And I
social
feel like
media.
that's good for security
Dude, it's just a bunch of creeps out there, man.
or judgment.
Bunch of judge. No, I want like I'm not scared of judgment.
Yeah.
I'm not, dude. I'm tatted up. I got nose rings. I got like earrings and all of that. I've never been like shy of judgments because people are gonna say whatever they want to say, regardless, right? Especially in the brown community, right? Like they will say whatever the hell they want to say, right? But I've never been scared of judgment. I don't care. I don't care about that. It's just like for my own daughter's protection, right?
Yeah.
I don't like my daughter doesn't have an iPad. She doesn't have a phone. She doesn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
What she does is like plays with her toys. She got her TV that she watches her shows and stuff and books and stuff. No technology, none of that stuff. And somehow she still knows how to unlock my phone. You know, she still knows how to like somehow still knows how to take a selfie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she takes my phone and just like started making duck faces and everything. It's the cutest thing ever, bro.
Really?
Like, oh my god, it's the cutest thing
Yeah,
ever,
show me
bro.
those
She has
pictures.
this like little like sass in her. It's amazing. I love it. You know, the little 3-year-old having like the sassy attitude, right? Like sometimes like I'm just playing with her, right? She's like, no. I'm like, who the hell are you talking to like
Who
that?
taught you that?
I'm like, who taught you that? You know what I mean? Because I'm like, and then I realized that I'm like, yo, I'm telling her no. You know what I mean? And then she's learning that sass from me now.
Put that twist on it though.
So I'm like, Jesus Christ, the 3-year-old dude, like just sassy, like
they learn quick.
They learn quick, man. They grow up quick, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like literally, it just seems like
I
yesterday
remember-
that she was born, bro.
I remember the day she was born.
Bro,
I think I went over to your apartment. Oh, I was terrified. Like now I can hold her. Like
bro,
she comes in my arms and everything. Like I carry her now. She's big. She's 3. When you first had her, bro, I was terrified.
Bro, you were terrified, homie. I was terrified. Like I'm like, dude, this is like she was so fragile. And babies like in like a lot of people think they're so fragile. Yeah, they're fragile, but not as fragile as we make them feel like they're fragile.
They're not.
Bro, now I'm tossing my kid around, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like they're
She jumps off the couch and
like,
everything,
bro,
bro,
like
but-
do your thing, like do your gymnastics.
But yeah, when
you
she was
know?
born, bro, like I wouldn't hold her. Like
I would.
you know, I wouldn't. But I feel like I remember when she was born too. Like I came over the day before her mom gave birth too.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, we wish you luck and everything. And I came back a week later just to see her
because it was during COVID times.
Exactly,
it was during COVID times because like we were like not seeing a lot of people.
Yeah,
we had like restrictions on like people because like especially like we were terrified of COVID already.
Exactly, and I feel like the hospitals did have a lot more restrictions. On
oh my god, bro! I was not even
too.
allowed to leave. Like, dude, I was confined in a tiny ass room. I had a day bed to sleep on. I was a big dude, dog. Like I was like I had like the bed was like half the size of this couch. The most uncomfortable thing I've ever slept on. And we were in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days. If I remember correctly. 3 or 4 days. Most uncomfortable sleep I've ever had. Right? And I was not allowed to leave the door. Like I was not allowed to leave. If I even stepped 1 foot out of that door, I would have to like go home and quarantine. Literally.
Really?
That's how strict the rules were. Because this was like, she was born in July 2020.
And before even going like into the hospital, you probably had to do a lot of like precautions,
dude, and like the thing is like when we first started going to our appointments, I was allowed to go into those appointments.
Yeah.
But then when cases started going up and all of that, they actually restricted me on going into that appointments too. Yeah.
Even being the dad?
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, you have only one person, only the mom was allowed to go into the appointments. You were not allowed to have anybody. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
dude, a lot, and like I think a lot
I
of
think
people
that's
had
a
the
big
same exact
moment
issue.
too. Like
Oh,
seeing the
dude, I was,
ultrasounds and the
dude, and like the
heartbeat.
thing is, like for me, I wanted to go to every single appointment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Every single, because a lot of people don't want to go to every appointment. I wanted to go to every single appointment. You know what I mean? To
And
be
I
like
feel
her
like it's
mom's support,
meaningful.
to be
Yeah.
her mom's support, and like just being there for her mother. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But um, I just wanted to be a part of the whole entire process, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wanted to be like be part of every single like uh, ultrasound, every single like. Well, there was like some terrifying moments too, which we'll get into it in a different episode or something like that. But there were some very terrifying moments, bro, in
Mhm.
our the whole process as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like it's been a journey for sure. It's been a journey, bro.
I think
Like,
our entire life has been a journey, bro.
dude, absolutely from
Like,
start to finish kind of thing. Well, it's not even finished. I feel like we're just getting
we're just
started in
getting
life.
started, bro. This year is our year to get started.
Absolutely,
That's it.
bro. I feel
But
like it just we're climbing different levels,
But
right?
that's the thing with me and you too. Like we've known each other what 8 years
8 years
now, and
now,
we
yeah.
talked about how we met. But now it's like we've just seen each other like just grow
Bro.
from that like childish partying stage to
Oh
drinking
yeah.
in class and everything to now. You're owning a business. You're starting your businesses. I'm already started my business. Just growing with that. I'm dropping a clothing line. You're opening up. Different kinds of things going on. And I just feel like we've just been seeing each other grow, and I feel
Bro,
like
it's
we're
it's
just getting started.
bro, it's a great thing, right? When especially your friends, your close friends, when they are being successful, right, is just a different kind of joy that you get out of life, right? Because
Hmm.
you being successful doesn't get anything like monetary from my life, right? Like
Yeah,
same with me. If I'm successful, it doesn't get
it
like anything
doesn't get
monetary, right?
anything for
But it
me.
gives
Yeah,
you that like satisfaction that hey, I was part of that growth kind of thing, right? That
exactly.
I
Yeah.
saw my boy grow up and he
Hmm.
did this kind of thing, right? So just that whole gratitude of life itself, and then you see like where we started to where we are right now, just like
Just
puts
that
life in
growth.
perspective, bro. Like
Yeah.
how, as you said, right? How childish we were, partying days, like passing out on the sidewalk, like you know
I
what I mean?
remember
Like,
when you passed out making ramen, bro.
oh
You
my
just like were
god,
drunk
bro.
out of your mind, just like making it. Next thing I know, you sleeping on the floor, and it's like 30 seconds left.
Like literally on the.
But yeah, I
Oh
mean, going
man,
back to it, I mean, bro, it's
bro, we have so many
crazy.
stories from freshman year,
I
bro.
know we do, and we're gonna get into it
Into
later.
a
But
lot of
yeah,
stories,
we'll
bro.
we'll break it
There's
down.
some very funny stories, bro. There's some like at least hilarious to us. You know what I mean? Because like we went
Yeah.
through that phase,
Oh
but like
yeah.
for
Thinking back
people it
at it
might not
now,
be. But like I think it's worth sharing those stories
oh,
as
I
well
have
too.
terrifying stories. I have funny stories
Oh
and
yeah.
everything. I remember that one night, got so drunk, and you're mad when you're drunk, bro. All right, we'll
Back in
go
the day,
back
not
in
no
the
more.
day.
But
Back
the
in the
thing, you know
day.
what? Actually, I would defend myself. I had two phases, right? Unless someone pissed me off on purpose, I was a very happy drunk.
Hmm.
But unless you fucked with me or you actually like got the worst of me that day, just like everybody knew. You know this. Everybody knew not to fuck with me when I was drunk.
Yeah.
Right? Like play around. I was cool with like just having like a friendly banter or anything like that, like
Hmm.
joking around, like pulling each other legs. Don't get into that shit that pisses me off kind of thing, right?
Yeah. And don't push it.
And don't push it. And don't push it to the limit that I get to that level. Because bro, 99% of the time, I'm a very happy individual. I'm a
Yep. And
very
I
happy
still
individual.
remember there was a couple of fights I had to break up back then,
Yeah.
but not today.
Not today.
Later.
We'll
But
get into it.
you know,
We'll definitely
I
get into
remember
those
those
things as
days,
well
but
too.
still.
But nah, dude, it's been a ride, bro. It's been a ride, bro. Like
100%.
it's been a ride. It's been like I'm blessed to have you as my friend for
Me too,
sure, bro.
bro.
Like it's been like seeing each other grow from where we were to where we are now, kind of thing. You know, just it's crazy, bro. It's
And
crazy for
just
sure.
us being successful now, and still have ways to go. And I'm
Oh yeah,
25, you're 26.
bro. It's not even like there's not even just like we're not even to that. You know what I mean? Like we don't even know our full potential yet, bro.
No, we're still growing. We're
We're still
still we're
growing,
still
bro.
figuring stuff out.
Figuring
You
things out,
know,
bro.
but
Figuring things out as we're going, bro.
yeah,
And that's the journey, dog. Like this is the journey that we started and we're gonna finish it.
I
Like
think
like you know what? Like I got a question for you though. Like what do you want to leave behind in this world when you pass away? Like do you have something that you want to leave behind? Do you want to be remembered for certain things, or like what is your end goal with life? Like what like why are you working so hard in life, kind of thing? You
my
know?
goal, my goal has always been to, ever since I was 16, my number one goal was to work for myself. I never wanted to work for anybody. I wanted to report to myself and only me. And that's why I'm working so hard right now, because I want to face that goal. But you know, in a long time from now, it's just saying long time. But when I do pass away or leave, legacy behind, biggest thing is I just want to be known for, man, I just want to get my name out there. That's the biggest thing. That's why nowadays it's all social media. It's all TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything like that. But I just want to get my name out there. Like, he worked hard. He created a business. Still got goals of opening up a gym. I want to, hire people to work for me. I want to get my name out there as like he was successful. He did all this.
Who's your inspiration for the gym thing? Because I like, for me, like, if I ever, like, I would never open up a gym or anything like that. I'm not that into it, any of that. But do you have like a, what's it called, like an influencer that you look up to, or someone that you're like, hey, you know what, like, this is the guy I've been following for a very long time, or a girl, it could be anybody, that you've been following, and you want to like achieve what they've achieved in life?
Yeah, what number one goal, is the influencer that I looked up to the most, growing up. Or he's not even that old, a few years ago, was Bradley Martin.
I figured, because I feel like he's such a big
part, and that's what I'm trying to like do. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to get nowhere clear, like close to like where he's at, because he's the top fitness influencer out there right now. But that, I think he's my biggest inspiration to do what I'm doing, right? Like, I'm doing things a little different because I'm personal training. I'm creating a personal training business, still working with clients and stuff like that. But I feel like, as far as like the gym and the clothing brand and stuff like that I am working on doing, I feel like he's the biggest inspiration for me, because I want to, I mean, starting off, I'm not going to get a gym as big as Zoo Culture.
But that's the goal,
but that's the goal. But I'm going to start small.
Absolutely.
But that's always been a goal of mine, to like open up like the warehouse gym or something like big enough for other people to come film, feel comfortable, feel at home at the gym. And just like how we're saying, it's a vibe. That's what I'm trying to portray in my own gym too. And I got stuff in the works, but right now, if you always, like what you're saying before, if you set big goals, you don't achieve them, you're gonna get discouraged. So I'm always setting small step-by-step goals, starting off small and then growing as we go. And I being 25 and saying I started a business, is huge. That's a great first step.
Absolutely.
But I feel like I still have ways to go.
Absolutely. And the thing is, like, that's just like the journey that you're on right now, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna take you to that next level.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I hope nothing but the best, bro. Like, it's gonna happen.
Thank you.
Bro. Like, I know about you, and like I know about myself as well too. If you set up a goal for ourselves, if you have like eyes on something, we get to that level, right? Like,
doesn't matter how you get there, but you gotta
figure out nothing illegal. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're just gonna put it out there, dog.
Nothing illegal, but we gotta take it step by step.
Step by step, bro. Like, that's baby steps lead to the large, bigger steps. You know what I mean? Like think about like evolution, right? Like, a child is born, they start crawling, start standing up, start walking, then running, right?
And I like that because you gotta crawl first before you can run, right? So you gotta take it slow.
And a lot of people just like want to just run.
They want to sprint.
They want to sprint. They don't even want to run. They want to sprint. You know what I mean? And then they forget about the steps. They and some people do get that success, right? But then they fall back so hard as well, because they're like, hey, I skipped all. There's a reason that there are steps for everything, right? Like, for example, a computer, right? Like, take that an example. You can't just like have like plastic and then screen. You need like every component to have that work, the hardware, like software and everything to have that work. You know what I mean? You can't just skip those steps and then start like having like the computer work. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's the best analogy, but there's a reason that there are steps for every single thing out there. You know what I mean? You have to like take it step by step. No, I like that, dude. I like that, like that mentality. You know what I mean? I love that mentality of just like, and yeah, dude, like it's good. Like, it's having that, like, I feel like a lot of people don't have that good mentality, right? A lot of people like just have, you know what, actually, like going off topic kind of thing, you know what pisses me off about people is just having small dreams. Dude, dream big. It doesn't cost you a penny. A lot of people, when I talk to, like, dude, even my age people, right, that I talk to people, right, I'm like, yo, what is your goal in life kind of thing, right? They have really tiny goals. Not saying nothing against that thing, right? But dream big. Dream big. It's not going to cost you anything. Like, dream like that, hey, I want to have a Lamborghini, for example, all hypothetical, right? That, hey, I want to have a Lamborghini. Because then you have something to like look forward to. But if your dream is that, hey, I want to buy like a Honda Pilot, for example, nothing against Honda Pilots, nothing against having that mentality, right? But then you're selling yourself short, in my opinion. You're selling yourself so short that, hey, that's just pretty much your thing.
And that's where it comes into like people just don't believe in themselves.
Oh yeah.
You know, like if you want to work a minimum wage job for the rest of your life, then
Good for you.
I mean,
nothing wrong
by
with
all
that.
means, go for it. But if you feel like you're ready, or you gotta have faith in yourself too, where it's like, you know, if you feel like you can achieve something, take that next step.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, if you want to achieve something, like for me, ever since I was 16, I wanted to work for myself, and this was a year. You know, I had to build my name first, and that's where I'm telling you, that's where LA Fitness, which, you know, huge shout out to them, because that's where I got my foot into personal training, and
They
I
also
figured out
polished you, you know what I mean?
exactly
Like,
that's how I figured out how I loved it so much. You know, the
absolutely,
fitness
bro.
side of everything, and you know, you always have to start small. You always have to start somewhere. But if you have that goals for yourself and you want to set them, then take that first step. Do it. Figure out how you're gonna get there.
Absolutely.
Pretty much. You know, and it worked out. It might not work out the first time, but keep trying.
Keep trying. I feel like you might fail once, you might fail twice, you might even fail 3 times.
But that
But
fourth time.
but if you're consistent, you know what I mean, and you know yourself,
Mm-hmm.
things can change. You know, like, and set yourself goals in life that, hey, you know what, and like, know your breaking point that, hey, after this, I know that I can be successful. Then kind of give up, right? But if you know that you have it, the fire is still there, and you think you can do this, keep at it.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't think people should just give up. You know,
no,
that's
because like
not.
a lot of people give up on the first try.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. A lot of people do, but I don't think you should ever give up. Really, I mean, if one thing doesn't work out, try something new.
Yeah,
Always try.
but like, to be fair though, right? That a lot of people are just like, hey, that my first idea didn't work out. What makes you think that my second idea is gonna work out, right? So like, it's just the fear that that's how humans are programmed,
Pretty much,
right?
yeah.
Because the thing is that, like, because now you already faced that, or you tasted defeat, right? You're just like, it's hard to pick yourself back up.
Yeah.
That, hey, from that, it could be any kind, like, it could be a small defeat, it could be a large defeat, right? But if you look at successful people, right, they all went through like traumatic experiences. They all did not had first companies weren't successful, or even if they were, they continued, like, they continued having like different companies or different whatever it is. Like, there's so many examples out there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, look at um, Steve Jobs, for example,
He
right?
didn't even go to college.
Like he got fired from the company that he co-founded, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got fired from his company, pretty much, right? And then he came back and became a CEO again, right?
Yeah.
So that shows you like a lot of different things that he didn't give up, right? He changed the cell phone industry. He changed like how we use our iPads today. He changed like the computer industry.
He changed
Like,
technology.
he
Pretty
changed
much.
technology, dude, and like, you know what I mean? Like, how cell phones are like compatible, like how we call each other,
How
like
quick it
it's not
is.
that he invented cell phones or telephones, anything like that. He made it so easy for us, for everybody to use now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I think, like, that being said, bro, this, like, I think our first pod is good.
I feel like,
You know, I feel like this was like a great conversation. Hopefully some people might learn from us. Not everyone's gonna agree with everything we said today, right? Like, and I don't
no,
expect
and
everyone
I
to like.
expect people to like disagree with a lot of
Oh
things,
yeah,
especially with like, you know, success, business, especially brown households. You know, I mean, back then might have been different than what it is
oh
today.
yeah.
You know, you
And
never
and we're
know.
open to like listening to other people's perspective as
And
well
like for
too.
you, like your parents grew up in Pakistan, my parents grew up in India. You know, so it's like, you know, a lot of other brown households today might be, you know, they grew up here,
Oh
which is
yeah.
different than what we experienced. We're just here to share our experiences
Oh yeah.
with the world and what
Absolutely.
we went through, you know, living in that household, or what we went through to be where we're at today.
Oh yeah. And that being said, bro, like, I think this was good.
I think it was good,
And
bro.
and we're gonna do like what, once a week?
Once
right?
a week now.
Once a week, we're gonna put out new episodes, like, just talk about. And
talk.
anyone who's watching or who's gonna start watching us, right? Like, feel free to like comment whatever you guys want to like us to talk about.
Let us
right?
know what you want
Let
to
us
talk
know
about.
whatever we want to talk about. I feel like in life we have some sort of experiences that we can like touch base on. You know what I mean? And like help out, like.
And by all means, we don't know everything.
Everything, exactly.
You know, we're still young. We're still figuring it out. But you know, anyone who does want to know a little bit more about us, or about what we went through, or college even, you know.
Yeah, like
what
just
we
think
went
about like
through.
if you want like guide on like how to like survive freshman year of college, right? Trust me, we are the right people to ask
Or
that question.
gain the weight,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
with that freshman 15,
Exactly.
or how to lose that, because I'm a personal trainer. Let us know.
Let us
Comment down
know.
below, and
Comment